How's it going, everyone, today? I haven't made a video in a while, which is kind of why I wanted to go live today. But more important, or bigger reason why, uh, is because I went live during my two shows that I do for blacksmithing and stuff. So, and I went live almost every day. I was out, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought it went well. So I kind of was been thinking that I'm gonna do this at least once a month. I probably won't do it next month because I'll be in the field for, which is good for all the people that watch me for my farming stuff. So, yeah. So hopefully, next week or two we'll be in the field and I'll be posting videos, uh, harvest videos. So yeah. But anyways, today I am going to be working on, let's just do this. Got my dog with me today. But this door here, this window, I don't have a great way to keep it open or keep it closed. These pins here and here don't really line up, and re-drill holes, but it'd be a better thing to do to go out and make a nice latch for it. So that's what I'm working on today. It's going to be kind of a spring latch. So, yeah. We'll see. I've never made one like this before. I've not made something kind of like it before, but it'll be a little different. I'm going to be making a door latch. Well, unless you got something in mind that I can make. This is just kind of what I come up with, though. Oh, but it's going to be a spring door latch. I don't really have a great way to kind of show you what I'm making. And I don't have an example handy. But I got a window on my back wall that I don't have a great way of latching, and I'm kind of tired of it not latching. So, that's kind of what I'm working on. It's just a latch for it. So this first part here, I am just making this will be the handle portion here. I'm gonna scroll this out into a scroll, and then down here it'll be a curved piece that this will butt up with the sidewall or the wall, and this will be what my little hook will go into. This will be the spring part of the latch. Hey, how's it going? I'm working on right now. I'm working on the handle for a spring latch. For I have a back window here that doesn't have a very good latch on it, or any way to really keep it closed, and that's kind of what I'm working on right now. So, well, yeah. So I got the handle portion done. Now I'm just going to measure out a little ways and chop some of this off, because I don't need, this is like a whole 2-foot section right here, so I don't need that much. Let's do Well, thanks. I'm kind of just kind of making this as I go. I've made a latch kind of like this, but not exactly. So we'll see how it turns out. But it is just for me, so if it gets messed up, it's not that big a deal. That's right. Well, I guess before I put it back in the fire, I just kind of tapered this down a little bit. Oops, bumped my keys. But that's just kind of what I saw in a picture that I looked at of this style of latch. So that's kind of why I did it. I don't know if it really serves a purpose or anything. But this piece will be pretty much done after I put a curve in it. And then I'll drift a couple holes for throw some screws in. So this is going to be the easiest piece, at least. That's kind of why I started with it. In fact, I think I'm going to punch the holes before I put the curve in. No, a little farther apart. So. Yeah, that's kind of how I do just about everything. So I'm completely self-taught. That's just yeah. I kind of go off of. I look up pictures of stuff to make and try and recreate it, or I'll watch a video on YouTube and try to figure out how to make something that way too. So. Got one punched out. Alrighty, got the holes punched out. Just got to put a little bit of a curve to it, and this piece will be done. God, I'll tell you what, it's been kind of doom and gloom most of the morning. And then the sun finally came out around noon, and the flies have just been awful. I don't know what's going on. So I think that'll work out pretty good. So it's got a nice curve. This is just a piece of mild steel. Oh, but I think there'll be enough spring in it to how I'm going to have it latch. So this will be what the hook latches to. It'll just be a hook that's got a little bit of an angle to it, so it'll depress this when the door comes closed, and then it'll snap. Piece will snap back behind the latch when it gets past that. And that'll be what keeps it closed. I'm thinking that since it's pretty thick, it's a 1/4 inch by 1 inch piece of mild steel, I think it'll have enough spring in it to where it'll work just fine. And if I gotta make it out of spring steel later on, that's no big deal. But I just figured I'd have a scrap piece of mild steel laying around. That's why I'm using it. So my water bucket's getting a little empty. I had to go over to the other forges one. Yeah, so the next piece is going to be I'm going to do is the actual latch. So that's going to be, I'm going to need a taper. This is just another piece of inch by 1/4 inch mild steel. I'm going to need to taper this down to probably about a 1/2 inch or so. That'll be the back part of my hook. And then I'll go to a full inch right about here. That'll create the actual hook part. And then I'll probably do a nice, I'll keep going with the scroll portion, and I'll make a nice tapered scroll around here. That'll be what slides the spring back to get around the latch. Oh, I gotta see what my dog's barking at real quick. Raji, come here. Come on. Have someone else stop by. So, Raji. Come on. Come on, in. In, come on. Sorry about that. My dog is a little too friendly. He likes to bark at new people, but as soon as he gets close enough, they'll let you pet him and stuff. He will jump in other people's cars if they let him, so I had to lock him in the shed. That's enough. So this piece I'm putting in here. My corners that I have on my anvil aren't very good. They're really rounded out and stuff. So I just have a little hardy tool that's a piece of hardened steel that has nice sharp edges. So that's the same width as my anvil. So that's what I use when I want to get a nice sharp edge on something. You're gonna fight me the whole way. So I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. Might need to clean it up a little bit on the grinder, but other than that, I think that'll work. So I'm going to try and draw this tapered piece out a little bit, back down to 1/4 of an inch. Oh, it's sitting right out about 5/16, so I don't have to go much, but that'll draw that out a little bit to give me a little extra length for me to bend it 90 degrees. Then I can punch 2 holes in it. That'll be what screws it onto the board. So. these flies. Alright, that should be more than enough for what I need. We'll try punching a hole, but might be a little on the tight side. Mine made it a little too thin. Or not wide enough, I should say. Hopefully that keeps some of the flies down. They're just getting awful. I don't know what it is about today, but not the prettiest. Well, not the prettiest holes I've ever drifted, but they'll keep a nail in. So yeah, I gotta grind off or grind this a little sharper here, but I won't do that just now. So and I'm gonna leave this all straightened out until the end. That way I got a nice good piece that I can got to hold on to so I can taper this out. So that'll be the next step. I'm gonna cut off maybe about half of this and taper it out, and then I'll scroll it around. So that's gonna be my next step. This is just the old, I think it's an 8-pound, nope, it's a 9-pound sledgehammer. I like to use that to set cut line. It's nice and heavy, leaves a good mark, especially for that wider stuff when I go to cut stuff. Then I'll go to this 4-pound hammer that's I don't use very often. So. That way I don't have to worry about I got a nice polished surface on this hammer. This is my main hammer. Here, I don't want to get any nicks or dings in this. So. There, so now this piece I'm going to taper out to a point, and then I'll scroll it around. And that'll create that, what will push the spring over to come latch into this hook here. She's coming along. She's got a little ways to go, but we're getting there. You behaving? I think this is looking all right. I'm just going to draw the tip out to a nice fine point to get a real small scroll on that, and I think it's ready to get brought around. Yeah, man. Sometimes she just don't wanna play nicely. There. That's looking pretty good. Let's see if So this is that hook part that I was talking about. That it'll come push this guy to the side, and then when it gets past, it'll spring hold the door shut. It'll face like this actually. So and then all I gotta do when I want to open the door is push this back, and then I can open up the window. So yeah, we'll put a 90-degree bend here, and then this sucker will be almost done. Just got one more piece to make, and it's just a little stop. It's nothing too fancy, so that won't take too long. It keeps this piece from being too far bent, so it kind of keeps it in line, and so it doesn't over bend, so it can't go around the other side of the latch. And I know you can't see this, sorry, but I am going to do this in my vise really quick. It's just easier, it makes a nice clean bend that way. So yeah, that's kind of the finished piece. I can't just stop dropping shit today. Yeah. it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I'm just making it for myself. If I was making this for a customer, I'd definitely spend some more time on it. But I'm already at over an hour for this live, and I was only going to do a hour and a half, so I kind of need to finish up. So we'll move on to that last piece, and we'll call this one it. Not sure what to make it out of. Well, I got some 1/2x8 laying around right here. I'll just use that, I guess. Ooh, smoky. So this piece is pretty simple. Knowing how I've done pieces like this before. So I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. So I'm just gonna, I got a nice hook here, and I'm gonna taper out. Essentially what it is, it's gonna be a nail, and that'll be what goes into the wall. And then I'm just gonna make a nice square U shape, and then have another nail point like this. That way I can drive it in the wall. Usually I'll have to do a pilot hole for this kind of stuff, and it just makes it a lot easier if you just make a nail portion, and you can't really tell the difference once it's in the wood. This cutoff piece here, so it makes life a lot easier than just tapering out a piece and doing it that way. Now I gotta do, oh crap. I really gotta hurry up my batteries down to 20%, so I'll try and make this as fast as I can. No. So yeah, I got that all tapered out. Next part is I'm gonna put a 90-degree bend back here, roughly 1.5 inches. Yeah, let's do 1.5 inches. Bend from my backstop here, and then it'll be, I'll make it a little bit wider than 1 inch, probably like 1.125 inches wide, and then I'll do the same thing, and it'll be pretty much mirror this. So that's what we're gonna do next. Just grab tape measure here quick, don't drop the chalk. Goes to 1.5 inches, and it doesn't have to be exact. And again, you can't really see it, but I just want to put a nice little bend, that way I can get it into the fire. Oh, that's always fun when that happens. So just double check my math here, or my measurement. She's a little closer to 1 3/4, but we can make that work too, so. Then the next part, I do have to, this is where, well, this next bend isn't as critical, but the cut will be. It's not a great way to hold hot metal and mark it. That needs more. Can't see that. There, and that's my, if I can find it. So this is pretty much, she's a little wide. Oh, because it's not bent. There. Touch wider than what I prefer. It's, a good 3/8 too wide, but I'm not gonna go back, especially when my battery's just about ready to die on my phone. So, I'm not gonna go back and fix it. But let's go and get this finished up so I can show you guys. Well, I won't be able to show you the end result. Alright, well I got it all cut. So now all I gotta do is taper this piece out and then it'll be done. Alrighty. So I got it all done. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to show you it up on the wall. I want to take this stuff home and get it seasoned. But that's generally what it's going to be look like. So it's just a latch here, that just a spring latch right here that when the window goes shut, it'll push it back. When it gets past this hook, it'll latch back into place. And then this here is just a stop, so it can't, the spring can't go too far and then go past, I don't know how to show you guys on this. Can't go past the handle part here. So that's pretty much it for today. Look, I'll make a short of it when I got it put up on the wall. It'll probably be about a week. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm planning on doing this probably once a month. I really enjoyed doing going live out when I did my shows. So if you want to go back and watch those are up on my channel. Oh, and yeah, I'll be in the field hopefully next week or the week after. So if you follow me for my farming stuff, I'll be out doing that. Hopefully I'll have a video up 2 to 3 weeks for that. I know I've been kind of bad this year about posting videos, but I'm still learning how to handle 2 kids. So yeah, that's kind of my excuse for not having a lot of videos this summer, but what can you do? So I guess we will see you all next time, and have a good rest of your day.